This exercise we're going through is called a straddle forward fold. Thais is going to step out into a straddle where she's comfortable with her feet. Her toes can point slightly out to the side. From there, she's going to keep a nice long spine and hinge forward from her hips. When she gets to a point where she can't maintain that pelvic tilt, she can start to relax through her lower back and come down as low as she's comfortable. At the bottom, if you need to, you can soften your knees slightly, and you're welcome to fold your elbows and just come into a comfortable fold. So you can interlace your arms and take the hands off the floor. If you prefer, keep the hands on the floor for support, or you could also do this with your hips leaning up against the wall. We're going to spend 90 seconds in this position. And we're going to try and work with our breath, try and relax through the back line of your body, so through your lower back, through the hamstrings, and on each exhale, try and sink a little bit deeper into the position. We're going to really slow down the breathing. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. And if your knees are slightly bent and those hamstrings are starting to feel pretty good, you're welcome to straighten the legs out. That's it, good, nice. And even though we can have a little bit of lumbar flexion here now, we still want to try and maintain a long spine, hinging down and forward. And we've got about another 30 seconds to go. Nice. Trying to relax a little deeper into the stretch. We're going to take a few more deep inhales and then big long exhales. Good. And then after the end of your next exhale, you can slowly curl out of the position. Soften your knees if that helps, and then curl yourself back up into a standing position. Hands can be used as support if you need to. This next stretch will work on your ankle dorsiflexion. So I'll get Thais to come down onto the floor. She'll be kneeling on one leg, and she's going to tuck the heel of her other foot right close towards her butt. With this stretch, it's important that you keep your foot flat on the floor. So we don't want to let your ankle lift off at any point. So drive your heel down. Your knee is tucked up into your chest, and you're going to use your body to lean over this knee and push your knee down towards the floor. Only push as far down as you can without that heel coming off. Okay? We're just going to relax in this stretch for a moment. You can make yourself as heavy forward as you can tolerate through that ankle down here. And then use your breathing and relax into the position. If you've got a weight handy at home, you're welcome to, just pop your head up for a second, place a weight on your knee to make the stretch a little bit more intense. In a moment, we're going to go through some contractions. The first contraction will be pushing the foot down into the floor, like you're trying to make a dent into the floor. The second part of the contractions, Thais is going to try and pull the foot up towards her. At the time, she's not allowed to shift her body backwards. She's going to stay down close to the floor, but she's going to try and pull her foot up in towards her shin. We're going to take a couple more breaths here. So deep inhale, and then big long exhale. And then we're going to inhale now and start to push that foot down into the floor as hard as you can safely for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down nice and low, but now try and pull that foot up towards your shin for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, but stay in the stretch. Good. When you pull that foot up, try not to just pull your toes up, but think about lifting the whole foot up towards you. Second round on those contractions. We're going to inhale and then start to push the foot down into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, pull the foot up towards you, keep your upper body nice and low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, stay down in the stretch. If you need to shift a little further over your knee now, go for it before we go into our last contraction. And then inhale and start to push your foot down one last time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now try and pull that foot up towards your shin again. Last one here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax into the stretch. You're just going to stay here for a few more seconds. Return to your breathing. Inhale through your nose, big long exhale through your mouth. One more, inhale, and at the end of your exhale, you can start to come out of the position. Good. If you need to give your ankle a little wiggle, you can do that, and then we're going to change over to the other side. We are now going to continue with the other leg. Thais is going to come back down onto the floor into a kneeling position, and she's going to tuck her right heel close towards her butt. From there, she's going to push her knee over her toes, but she's going to maintain her heel in contact with the floor. Then she's going to use her upper body to lean forward and create as much weight and push down over this knee as she can. We want to keep that heel pushing down again at all times. And then from there, we're just going to get into your breathing. So deep inhale, big long exhale, and we're just going to spend a little bit of time in this position first. So think about pushing that heel down and your knee is driving forward. Nice. Once again, if you've got a weight handy, you're welcome to place that weight on your knee and use it for a little bit of extra resistance. Good. The contractions we're about to go through, just a quick reminder on those. The first one, you're going to be pushing your foot down into the floor, so you're creating power through the ball of your foot, like you're trying to push a hole into the floor. The second part, you're going to try and pull the whole foot up towards your shin while you maintain close contact with your upper body and your knee. We've got a few more breaths before we'll start those contractions. Good. So taking one more big inhale, big long exhale, and then inhale for your next one. Start to push that foot down into the floor. Create as much power as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay nice and low with your upper body, but pull that foot up towards your shin for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Sink down into the stretch a little bit deeper, but make sure your heel stays in contact with the floor. We're going to inhale again and then start to push your foot down. Second contraction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay nice and low. Pull that foot up towards you. Pull it up towards the shin for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back down into that stretch. And we've got one more to come. Inhale and start to push your foot down. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse that contraction. Pull your foot up towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there and relax a little bit deeper into it. That knee might come a little further forward. Just going to take 2 more big breaths in here. So big inhale, long exhale, 1 more inhale, and then at the end of your exhale, you can slowly come out of your position. Once again, if you need to give that ankle a little wiggle, go for it. And that's your ankle dorsiflexion stretches done for today. We are going to take you through a piriformis stretch. We're starting this in a 90-90 position. Thais is going to come on the floor with her left leg in front, and she's going to set up with 2 90-degree angles. The first one on her front leg, so her left knee is aligned with her left hip, and she also has her ankle in line with her knee. We're going to try and get the same setup on the back leg, so her knee in line with the hip, and then her foot is out, so you've got a 90-degree angle on that back leg as well. From there, she's going to sit up nice and tall, and then start to fold forward over that left leg. The aim for this exercise is to get the stretch in the outside of your left hip. So just see where you can get that best stretch. It doesn't matter how low you go, as long as you can keep a long spine and you feel the stretch in the right area. We're just going to spend a little bit of time here, so try and get into your breathing, nice long deep inhales, big exhales, and make yourself as comfortable as you can be. Good. We're going to try and keep a nice relaxed neck as well. If you're uncomfortable sitting on the floor like this, you've got the option to have a mat or a cushion or a block, and you can pop this under your hip and prop yourself up. So this might make the position a little bit more accessible. And another option, if you can keep those hips nice and square, you can feel free to try and slide this right leg back behind you and straighten it out. So you would straighten this leg out, but the aim is to keep this right leg facing down towards the floor. So we don't want to tilt the hips open, but both hip bones still pushing down into the floor. You're going to try and maintain that long spine. You can be on your hands or on your elbows, wherever you're the most comfortable. And we've got 90 seconds all up in this position, so just try and relax, work with your breathing. Good. And try and keep the same intensity throughout the stretch. So if it eases off, feel free to sink a little bit deeper into it. Good. So taking a few more big breaths here. Take a deep inhale through your nose, and then big exhale as you try and sink down a little further into the stretch. Good. And one last time, big inhale, deep exhale, and then you can slowly come out of that position. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We are now going through the other side of this piriformis stretch. Tace is going to come down on the floor, starting back in the 90-90 position with her right leg in front. So as you can see, she's got her right knee lined up in front of her right hip, and she's got a nice 90-degree angle on her knee. And we've also got the same on that back leg over here. She's now going to square herself up over that front leg. She's going to be nice and tall through her spine, and then start to fold forward over that front leg until she finds a stretch in the outside of her right hip. You can use your hands for support, or if you're a little bit lower down, feel free to pop the elbows down. Most important that you're comfortable in the stretch and you can focus on the sensation on the outside of your right hip. We're also going to get straight back into your breathing, so deep breath in, long breath out. Try and relax into the position. Just as the other side, if you need to elevate your hip on a mat or a block, you can do that. Just pop it underneath here so you can keep the hips nice and square in this position. We've got 90 seconds here all up. So settle in. If you need to, or if you feel comfortable to, you can slide that leg out behind you, that back leg. There's no need for that though. If you're getting a good stretch in this position, just stay here and focus on the sensation. Good. You're going to try and keep both hips nice and square and a long spine in this. And then just relax, focusing on your inhales and your exhales. Good. We've got about another 30 seconds in this position. If you feel like your hip is loosening up a little bit, feel free to fold down a little bit lower into the stretch. Good. Let's take another big inhale, long exhale. See if you can maybe sink down a little lower. And then one last time. Long inhale, exhale. And at the end of your exhale, you can start to come out of that position. Use your hands for support and then come back up from there.
All right, guys, so we are going to be doing our seated straddle walk around. So first of all, I'll get Kat to get into a nice straddle position. So make sure you've got straight legs, your knees are facing up, you have a nice and long spine, and from this position, you're just going to use your hands to reach out. Just please make sure you do have a nice and long spine, so you want your chest to still face up a little bit, and then slowly gonna move your hands towards your right foot. Once you get there, you're just gonna make your way across to the other side, and then back to the right foot. So we're gonna be doing this for the next 60 seconds. Clock is on. Just make sure you keep pushing those knees down. Your knees still facing up, so you still have a nice and long spine. Lengthen through your spine. And if you want to reach out a little bit more, that's it. And you still have tension in your midsection. So you're still sucking your belly button in. Nice, Kat. So try to get really comfortable in that position. And we have only 10 seconds to go. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can slowly come out of that position. Use your hands to push you back up. That's it. This exercise will be the seated side pancake stretch. So I'll just get cat into a nice straddle position. If you want another option, you can always bend one leg. So see how you feel more comfortable. And you're gonna lean your right shoulder towards your right leg and try to reach that top arm towards your toes. We're gonna stay in this position for 60 seconds. So try to make yourself feel very comfortable. Inhale, exhale. Try really to relax in that position. Make sure you've got straight legs and you want your knees to be facing up. You also can have a slight bend on your knees if you feel more comfortable as well. And we're halfway through. Very nice. So your chest wants to be facing forwards and you want to get that rib cage rotating towards the ceiling. Nice, cat. We are going to start contractions really soon. So we are going to be doing 5-second contractions, 3 sets, yeah? So when I start counting, cat, I just want you to reach both arms to the side and try really to get that rib cage touching your leg here. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Inhale, exhale, and we are gonna go for another contraction. Just make sure chest facing up, rotating that rib cage towards the ceiling, and let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax a little bit. Inhale, exhale, and last contraction. We're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now try to stay there. So staying there for another 30 seconds in our end of range position. If you have something to grab on, that's another option. Oh, sorry. That's it. She's got a really good flexibility, so you can always just get your elbow on the floor. If you have both arms, you can grab something and stay there. And we have 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming out of that position. Get yourself back up. You can give your legs a wiggle if you need to. Nice work. Awesome, guys. So now we're gonna do other side, yeah? So just set yourself up, nice straddle position. Remember, if you wanna bend one leg, it's fine. You can just bend that knee and getting ready. So just get your shoulder, your left shoulder towards your left thigh. And we're gonna stay in this position for the next 60 seconds. So try to make yourself comfortable. Knees always facing up, and just checklist. You wanna have your chest facing forwards, not facing down, rotating your rib cage towards the ceiling, so you're really nice and long here. You wanna have the biggest gap you can between your hip and your ribs. Just make sure this hip doesn't come off the floor, okay? So you still wanna be pushing that hip towards the floor. We're almost there, guys. We have 20 seconds left. So inhale, exhale, and just try to relax in that position. Comfortable, cat? Yeah? Yeah. She's relaxed. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna start contractions, yeah? So you can always hold something, like a book, a drink bottle. Try to make those arms nice and straight. And we are gonna go for 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Relax. Inhale, exhale. So you really wanna touch your armpit here on your thighs. And let's go again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Inhale, exhale. And last contraction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So you should be on your end of range here, so you can still hold your book if you wish, or you can just get your elbow on the floor, and we're gonna stay there for another 30 seconds. So inhale, exhale, deep breath in and out. You really, really wanna feel all the side here stretching and get this hip towards the floor. And we have another 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down, chest facing down, and push yourself back up slowly. Nice work. Middle splits hold, guys. So you guys can find anywhere. So you can use a bench at home, or if you wanna even use the kitchen bench, we are using this bench here. So we are gonna get into our middle split position. So slowly, slowly just slide your feet out. Just make sure, I'm gonna start counting. So we're gonna stay like that between 2 and 3 minutes, and I'll just talk you guys through it, all right? I'll start the clock. So here, just make sure you have your feet and hips on the same line, as you can see here. So Kat, she has feet and hips exactly at the same line. If this is a bit uncomfortable, you can have a slight bend on your knees, it's fine. So you can see here, she's holding onto the bench, she's going quite low. You can just go and get a higher surface to hold on to. And just breathe in and out. Try to relax in that position. And here we have 2 mats, so you guys can use yoga mats, or even a stack of books if you want to, and you can just get under your legs. So you don't need to be holding too tight here. You can relax a little bit. And we are halfway through already. Does that feel quick, Kat? Yeah? Just make sure you're nice and relaxed. Really try to take big inhale, big exhale. If you have bent knees and you feel you're getting more comfortable in this position, you can also try to push your knees down and get your legs straight. Now we hit 2 minutes. So try to lower yourself a little bit more. And also relax your neck, your shoulders. So you just don't want to be too tense here. Try to get your shoulders down. Try to have some space between your shoulders and your ears. Nice and long spine. And we have another 15 seconds to go. So if you want to get close to that edge of range, now it's the time. And we have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just make sure when you come out of this position, you do it really slowly, because this is a quite intense stretch. So you saw she was just pushing the bench and getting her feet in. Nice catch. All right, guys, so we are doing our pancake stretch now. So I'll just get Kat to go down onto her pancake position. So again here, you can have very nice straight legs. If you need a slight bend on your knees, it's okay. Just make sure you have a really nice long spine and get into that position. You don't need to push yourself that hard now. We have 60 seconds to just relax into that position, and if you want, just reach out a little bit more. Time is counting. Just make sure here, guys, you're still doing a slight anterior pelvic tilt, so you're still thinking about pushing your hips behind you. Your chest is kind of facing up. You want to be lengthening your spine. And in 20 seconds, we are going to do 3 contractions of 10 seconds each. So contractions will be just trying to reach out and rotating your pelvis until here. And we are gonna go into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can have arms straight and just reach out for another 7 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and hands on the floor. Inhale, exhale, lengthening that spine a little bit more. And we are gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back down on the floor. And try to just feel yourself into that position quite comfortably. And last one, we're gonna go for 10, 9, long spine, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you guys can find your end of range here. So you're gonna be as far as you can and lengthening that spine. We're staying there for 60 seconds. So you wanna think about that pelvis rotating anteriorly, and your sternum and your chest, they wanna be facing up. And relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Lengthening that spine. Inhale, exhale. Just try to get really comfortable in that position. Very nice. And last 20 seconds. Stay there. And last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, slowly coming back up. You can give your legs a bit of a shake. That's it.